Lamar Jackson is back. Even after a bunch of sources and reports this morning were saying he was out, he is back on the practice field for the Ravens. Tavius Robinson gets sent to IR. The Ravens sign Emery Jones Jr. to the active roster. We get more clarity on whose decision it actually was to remove the locker room games. We'll discuss if there's going to be any offensive line changes this week. We also hear from John Harbaugh, Tyler Linderbaum, and Kyle Hamilton. All that and more in today's episode of the Flock Rundown.
Ravens flock. The flock rundown is the place to be.
Motionless brainwaves attempt to swim their way to sense, can't tame the untamed.
What's up, Ravens fans? My name is Ryan, and welcome back to another episode of the Flock Rundown. Man, it is a good day. Earlier this morning, bunch of reports coming out from CBS and a lot of other places saying Lamar's not going to be at practice. The Ravens didn't have him scheduled to talk to the media. Everybody on X and online was like, oh, Lamar's not going to be here. Lamar's not going to be here. I posted that. Man, it would be the best time ever for the Ravens to drop a random video of Lamar Jackson coming out on the field. And I kind of was just dreaming. I mean, if you looked at all the sources and tweets and stuff that were coming out, you would think that Lamar is not at practice today. But the dream came true. Lamar Jackson marched out onto the practice field about 20 minutes late. He's out there hugging T. Martin and Todd Monken. Everybody's excited. The energy's up. The fan base is feeling a lot more hopeful now. Lamar Jackson is back. But before we dive in any further, I did promise a $50 member giveaway today, so I am going to spin the wheel and see who wins the 50 bucks. CB, shout out to CB. He's been a member very early on when I started this about 5 months ago. Shout out to CB. Just comment some way to pay you, Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. I got all that. So however I can get you $50, just let me know in the comments. If YouTube is blocking your comment, try to just message me your email or message me directly on X at the Flock Rundown. Just get a hold of me somehow, and I'll be looking out for your comment to get your payment information. Congrats, CB. Appreciate all you guys for showing love to this channel, and we're just getting started, man. Back to the video. Lamar's back. Nothing's affecting my mood today, man. This is amazing news, especially the roller coaster ride we took this morning, man. I can't stand when sources come out and say that they know something. It's just a bunch of misinformation. I'm not sure who was saying Lamar wasn't practicing today. A lot of those sources were also saying he was going to be out again this week, and all of the fans were like, man, here we go again, Lamar's going to be not available after the bye. This sucks. The pain's going to continue. Nah, he's back, man. As long as we see him practice the next couple days, he's going to be out there Sunday, and the Ravens need him. I mean, their back's against the wall. We're 1-5. We need Lamar to dig out of this hole, and everybody's back at practice. The only person that was not there today was Marlon Humphrey, who Harbaugh said was sick. He got a text at 4 a.m. this morning saying that Marlon was sick, so that is why Marlon Humphrey's not there. It's not injury related. And then Tavius Robinson was officially put on IR, and Emery Jones Jr. was signed to the active roster. I don't think he's going to be plugged into the starting lineup anytime soon, but we should see him at least active for game days and dressing and provide some much needed depth.
Yeah, I feel good, man. Shoulder's feeling well, it's holding up well outside, so just going to keep attacking. It's in my rear view now, so I'm going to put it behind me and, focus on ball.
Knowledge-wise, you feel like you've been on the sidelines a lot, but it's not the same as being in there. You feel like you would be mentally ready to get in there and go.
Yeah, mentally I've just been trying to attack it. Even though I couldn't practice, I've just been trying to attack everything I've been doing. So mental side of the ball, I've been attacking it, and now I'm just kind of getting practice, putting everything together, and getting up to speed.
Emery, what was the most challenging part of this entire process? It seems like you're pretty excited to be back.
Yeah, honestly, just watching the guys go out and practice, and I had to go lift. Honestly, that was one of the hardest parts because you know how much I love playing football. So now I'm finally here, finally able to practice and stuff like that. So now I'm loving it, having fun.
Week 8 of the season is here. There's some exciting matchups this week, and this year I've teamed up with DraftKings Sportsbook to bring you guys an incredible offer. New customers bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins, plus 3 months of NBA League Pass. You heard that right. New customers turn $5 into $300 if your bet wins, paid instantly in bonus bets. The crown is yours. Stay in on the action and use your bonus bets on DraftKings same-game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. And make sure when you're signing up to use my promo code TFR. There could be some offensive line changes on the horizon. John Harbaugh spoke about that for the past few weeks, said he's very open to offensive line changes. And then I saw someone ask Jeff Zrebiec today who's lining up where in practice, and Jeff said that they're not allowed to say that. Now, I'm not reading into that too much, but that definitely means that there could still be some offensive line changes. So we'll see. You know, my hopes up that we try a different right guard out, or maybe Fa'alele just drastically got better after the bye. I highly doubt it, but I think that we need to do everything we can to make sure that we protect Lamar at all costs. But it is a great sign that Ronnie Stanley's stacking some practices up. Pat Ricard is stacking some practices up. And if he's able to go, that will be a huge boost to the run game. I can't wait to have Pat Ricard out there. Just hoping everybody can stay healthy, but everybody's practicing. Everybody is healthy right now. This is just amazing news, man. The turnaround is here. Let's go out there and dominate the Bears on Sunday. Moving on to some other news, and I don't mean to keep bringing this freaking Baltimore Sun article up each video. It's been 3 straight videos this week where we're talking about this, but more information came out today saying that it wasn't the coaches who decided to pull the locker room games, and it was veteran leaders. It was players that decided to remove those games. Kyle Hamilton said it wasn't him, so I'm not sure who made that decision, but John Harbaugh did confirm in the press conference today and backed up the report today saying that the Baltimore Sun article was inaccurate and that it was the players who decided to remove the locker room games, not Harbaugh.
The players or the coaches?
I would say that the report was inaccurate and false. The stuff was taken out of the locker room. I was informed of it after it was gone by the equipment guy, and that the players, the veteran players, a couple of veteran players got together and decided they wanted to take that stuff out. So my pinball machine that I had gifted the guys 2 years ago at Christmas, I don't know where it's at right now. So I don't know where it's at. It's in the storage somewhere, I guess. I'll take it home. I'll take it back home. I like pinball.
Can we find it? Can we?
Yeah. You want it in the media room? Maybe it's in the media room right now. It's not. Okay, okay, you would notice. Okay. That's why you're really asking. I see now.
I'm not sure what to believe anymore. It's not even really a big deal. I mean, the games are removed from the locker room temporarily. Maybe it was the veteran players on the team. Maybe it was the coaches and they're trying to save face from the article. I'm not sure. You also, like I said yesterday, have to pay to read this Baltimore Sun article, which always kind of gets me a little skeptical, you know, of where this is coming from, because they're trying to draw attention to make more money. And you never know how true things are. There's a lot of newspapers and things that are posted online nowadays that are completely made up. So it is hard to tell what's true. John Harbaugh is saying it was the players. Reports coming out today say it was the players. Baltimore Sun says it was the coaches. Who cares, man? Let's go get a dub. We can get the games back in the locker room in a few weeks when we're on a winning streak. Harbaugh was also asked about an update on Madubuike, which I'm also very curious about. I mean, we know he's out for the season, but there's been this weird silence about, like, is this career ending? Why is no one answering this? And once again, Harbaugh kind of dodged it and said he's unable to share any information, but he's sure that it will come out at some point soon.
No, he hasn't had a surgery. I guess I can say that, but it's one of those deals that just I would like to share more, and I'm sure we will be able to at some point. And maybe the club could figure out some way to express it. But it's, you know, just with HIPAA and things like that, I can't share somebody else's information right now. So it's just all I can do. It's all I can say. I can see why everybody would want to know more, and I'm sure you will at some point. But it's not really for me to say. It's absolutely not for me to say.
We heard from Tyler Linderbaum today, who said the players are viewing this Sunday's game against the Bears as a must-win game. It has a playoff feel, and it's a good opportunity to turn this season around and go 12-5.
Yeah, I think the bye week was great. You know, a good reset, good opportunity to get guys healthy, and a good opportunity to make a run and go 12-5.
Yeah, it's obviously easy for us to write that this is like a playoff game, but I mean, do you sense that sort of feeling in the room that is you guys are in almost like a win or go home state right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think any NFL game is important, but the position we put ourselves in, you know, makes it even more important. But I think guys are just as intentional as they were week 1 to now. Those are the kind of players we have in this group, and you know, we're continuing to get better and better each and every week in practice. and getting ready for a great Bears team coming into the bank.
Kyle Hamilton also had a similar message to Tyler Linderbaum, saying that every game from here on out is a playoff game and that the morale isn't low on this team. He said everybody's hungry and ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the season to this point is not where we want it to be, and anybody who follows the Ravens or supports the Ravens wants it to be. But I can honestly say I don't think morale is super low. I think we're just more so ready and eager to turn things around. Obviously, getting players back is a great thing. Getting those kind of guys back is awesome. But I don't think there's been any drop in practice, drop in talk around the building. I think that's a great thing. It's something that can't go unspoken for, because I feel like getting in this position, and we haven't really been in this position, it's easy to kind of put your head down and mail it in. But, we still feel like we're talented enough to make the playoffs and make some magic when we do. So it's up to us to take it week at a time and not get too worried about next week or next Thursday, whatever it may be. Just focus on the Bears this Sunday.
From a health standpoint, the Ravens are in as good of a position as they possibly could be right now. I hope they go make a move in a trade before the deadline, which is November 4th. We will play the Bears and Dolphins before that trade deadline, so if they don't make a move before those games, we still have some time after. I think this team, if healthy, is more than capable of beating the Bears at home and the Dolphins, who are really struggling on Thursday night. I think the Ravens can beat those two teams with the current roster, with Lamar being back, no doubt. But I hope a move comes too. I don't think this team is Super Bowl ready, but having everybody back healthy, coming off the bye, having your back against the wall, the players are all saying it. Every week is a playoff game. Now they got to go out there and back that up against the Bears on Sunday. If we go out and lose for some reason, then it all changes. But I don't see that happening, man. I think the Ravens start stacking some wins here and build that snowball of momentum that we've been talking about. I mean, everything is right in front of them with Lamar back, with this team healthy, with this defense healthy now. I can't wait to go see what they do on Sunday. But that's it from today, guys. Let me know how you're feeling about everything. Appreciate you guys, as always, for tuning in to another episode of the Flock Rundown. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Now let the greatest linebacker in the history of the game take us out.
Ravens Flock. The Flock Rundown is the place to be. My man Ryan has been a lifelong Ravens fan since he was born. So I'm telling you now, it's about to go down. The podcast, the Flock Rundown. Ravens, baby. Nothing gets better than waking up and wondering how high we can fly. Tune in.